guys, I'm glad to see you all and you're on my channel. Let's finish with you. I also have two Instagram channels which are called Victor2008 and also School English Net. Here and there you can study English, of course love English and enjoy English. But today it's also a new topic for today and it is called past simple, because today we're going to improve our grammar knowledge and I hope that you understand it really correctly, because past simple is really one of the just small sentences which you can understand really just clearly and it is really just easy to understand. This is why I just going to start and share. Of course, now I also just going to share my presentation because I think that it's really great just to show you the presentation and these programs.
So we set our presentation past simple. At first we have got the question, what is it? What is the past simple tense? We use the past simple for actions or events that happened one after the other. This tense describes the past. Let's look at some examples. For example, Tom got up, had a shower and got dressed. Got up, had a shower and got dressed, it means that the action separate actions which he did. Then she arrived yesterday night. Here you can say that, oh, but there aren't any just actions by one. There is just one word, but also the past simple, which is also just was past when we want just to say about something which happened in the past. I ate an apple, he locked all the windows, my dad left university, found love and got engaged. The last sentence, it means that there are some of the actions which he did, like left university, then found love and got engaged. Now let's look at the structure of this past simple. Affirmative, what is it? It is like the positive verb. We also can name it like plus. There are regular and irregular verbs. What are they? We're going to talk about that. We form regular verbs with adding ed. For example, walk, walked, play, played. So as you see, we just add these adding ed. But if the verb ends in e, we add just d. So we shouldn't just like okay, so we just mustn't even add ed once more. No, if we see just there is like e, okay, so we're going to even just to add this d at the so. Okay, I hope that you understand. If the verb ends in a consonant plus y, we change y to I and add ed. What is consonant? Consonant is this sounds like f, t, h, v, r, b. N, D, S, for example, so they are the consonant now. So these consonant sounds. But if so, there is like D, it is consonant sound, and if it is before Y sound, we just remove this Y sound, and we instead of it, we just put the I and add ed. Then start it. But as you see, we also in the play, we have got also like Y in the end, yeah? Like ending Y. But before it, we've got A. It is the vowel sound. Vowel sounds like E, A, yeah, like E. They are the vowel sounds. That's why if there is like the vowel sound before the Y, we don't change anything, we just add ed. If the verb ends in a short stressed vowel plus a consonant, we double the consonant and add ed. For example, drop, drop, or stop, for example, stop. So as you see, we have got like double P. But some verbs have irregular verbs. You need to learn them, of course, by heart, because there are just 3 columns and you need just to learn them by heart, and that's why then you're going just to know everything. So of course, I just recommend everybody just to learn them. But also, let's see on this structure. S, if this is the subject, plus verb, it means like, so the verb like play, this one, plus ed or second form. Ed is regular, again, verb or second form, it is in the regular form. In irregular, certainly in irregular form, we have got like 3 columns. The first column, it is like be, for example. Then we have got the second form, is like, for example, was, verb. And the third one is be. The second form we use just for using past simple, but the third form we just don't use it past simple. We can use it in the present perfect, for example, but we are going just to use and learn this tense a bit later. So, but for the past simple, we use second form in irregular verbs. But now let's look at some examples. I visited Tokyo. So so it means like I visit and then just ed, we just add, and this way it is the past simple. I visited Tokyo in August. I studied English at school in Brighton. Also, this word study, it was like with Y, but then it is the consonant noun before the Y, and it's where I go just to remove Y sound. Instead of it, we put I and then add ed. I sent you a postcard. Send, it is like the irregular verb, so this why the first form is like send with D in the end, but in the second form it is sent, and in the third one too, but of course we use just the second one. She walked in London. She walked, we just use and add ed. The weather was great in July. Was, it is the B, so it is the irregular verb. And also it is in the second column. Let's move on. Then the negative one. Negative with also just form can it just send it like with sign minus. We use didn't plus the infinitive without to. And there's the structure. Subject, so are you with they, plus did not, and plus verb without ed, not regular. What does it mean? Verb, it is like the normal verb, like the infinitive one. So what does it mean, like verb without ed and without regular? It means that it is normal verb, like infinitive verb. And why are we doing like that? Because didn't, it is really the strong word, and if you see it in the sentence, it means that wow, it is really the strongest verb here. It is the mainest word, just a word here. Because let's imagine the situation. Didn't is the person, and he's saying to the girl, "Oh my God, I'm so strong here. I'm going just to take this bag for you." And it means that, oh my God, I'm so strong. So that's why you can just relax. So that's why verb in this structure it is just like, oh my God, I'm just having the rest. And didn't, it's the strongest one, it just walks here. So this one is also this just like walk that, for example, I did not play and without anything. Let's look at some examples. We didn't arrive on time. We didn't arrive on time. There is just like didn't and so and arrive. We're just nothing. We just don't do anything with it. Laura didn't cycle to school yesterday. I couldn't see the stage. Couldn't. It's also more about not didn't, but also we can use it just in the past form because it just we don't use it just with didn't. Can, yes, something that no. Couldn't, because there is this modal verb, and that's why we can just say I couldn't see the stage. We didn't wait for her. They didn't write a minute ago. Now the interrogative form. What is it? When we just, it is the question form. As you see, there is this sign of the question. Yeah, it means that we just here we can just like there are some changes, because let's see on this, for example, this is like the example. Mary was sad yesterday morning. Mary was sad. Was, it is the irregular. Then was Mary sad yesterday morning. So now we just like, there are some changes. At first, the first one it was like subject, Mary. Then it was like the verb, irregular or regular. But in the question form, we have got the changes that the first one, it is the regular or irregular verb, and then the subject, and then something. Yes, she was. No, she was not. No, she wasn't. It is just with the was, but also we use the same with did. Did plus subject plus verb, and verb the same. With verb, it could be just the same without any changes. It would be without ed. It wouldn't be regular and regular, because did here is the strongest one. It is the main here. And did plus subject plus verb. Let's look at some examples just to understand it better. Did you bring any food? Did you bring any food? Did at first, then the subject you, and bring without anything, without any changes, just the main, just this verb without ed or without just irregular verb. No, just did you bring anything? Did she go out last night? Did she go out last night? So it means like did is the main one, and then go it is just normal. And the same here. Did they cheat on the exam? Did they cheat on the exam? So, and as you see, there were some markers. What is it? Marcus is like the helpers for us in the past simple, which it is just some of the words. If you can see them, it means that yes, this is the past simple. There, for example, like yesterday, last week, last month, for example, last night, or last year, or last week, for example, and ago, with the word ago, like 2 days ago, or just 5 months ago, for example, or 2 years ago, yes, something like that. So, that is all of my presentation, and I hope that you liked it. Thank you all for watching this video, and of course my philosophy is study, enjoy and love English. But first, like this video, comment the video below if you like it, and of course subscribe my channel. I am really curious, even enthusiastic, to see your just emotions of this presentation. So once more, study, enjoy and love English. Bye bye everybody, and see you soon.